Today, from Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the home team taking on the New England Patriots.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and our home team. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On second down, Mayfield again. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Kenneth Murray in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Third and long for Mayfield, and he's going to go down again. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football
At their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some... Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create... What you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 27, Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And from the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you know.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Past the 20. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. 36 yards on the play. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because we used
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack. 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield fighting Hilton on his slant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The Titans again will line up here to go for the two-point conversion. Back to throw again. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Pushing roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 24, Patriots 14.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. There we go now as they will again try for 2. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Yeah, he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their team.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways. But remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 25-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far is spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And, you know, they all do. They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and be...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Point conversion.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game,
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Funches with a catch over the middle. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devin Funches with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked on the look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be 2nd down. That's going to be caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
The quarterback taken down.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
Nope.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Travis Kelce on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow.
After review of the play,
The Titans will line up for the...
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 14.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin out in Houston. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play this.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 40.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching.
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They'll get 34 yards there.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25. 25-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll roll him out, and it's a Titans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Lining up for the point after.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their key?
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Roquan Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
For Mayfield, and he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Running on first down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Auden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Check that. We're line 52 right here. Here we
go. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look his touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield down. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Anthony Firkser, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore, 42 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Mayfield on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Mayfield
7 yards, the pickup there.
Number 14. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Mayfield with it once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
Anthony Fertzer with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. A first down throw for Mayfield. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Fertzer. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, check right.
From the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Check 55 on the line. Here we go. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's get off the field.
Mayfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going.
21-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
At the 44
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 30. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what? They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield fighting Hilton on the slant.
Mayfield's
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 49-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Fertzer. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
Big offensive